Why did I expect this team to do anything good? Why did I have hope? Well, hey, started out good, I guess. Hawks lose. They get doubled up 6-3 against the Tampa Bay Lightning on national television, too. And it's just rough, man. You have a game where you lose at zero point 0.1 seconds left in overtime. Then you win another game in a shootout and one of your goalie's best performances of the season, one of the best goaltending performances of the year. And then you come into this one and it's just bleh. I mean, I don't know, man. That was really rough. So about halfway through the first period, the Hawks are in the Lightning zone, and Janmark's battling in the corner. It kind of squirts out, and Soderberg actually comes right up here and does a one-time, one-touch pass right to Kurashev. He gets a lead pass, and he's able to beat Vasilevsky as he's falling down. Just, wow. Kurashev with a great goal here, and the Hawks are up early, 1-0. A couple minutes later, under 5 minutes to go, Hawks are on the power play. Kane moves in, gets a good pass to Kubalik, and he passes it right across the crease, and Matthias Janmark's right there. Vasilevsky can't make the stop, and all of a sudden the Hawks are up 2-0. They have a 2-goal lead. But this series has shown us that 2-goal leads mean absolutely nothing, as now in all 3 games of this series, the team that score the first 2 goals lose. Hawks scored the first 2 goals in their overtime loss. Lightning scored the first 2 goals in their shootout loss. And the Hawks scored the first 2 in this one in the 6-3 loss. So, apparently fast starts mean nothing in this series because, my goodness, no one was able to keep a lead. But can we take a second to appreciate this goal? I mean, Kubalik pretty much bats this out of midair, and then Janmark does basically the same thing. It's not something you're gonna look at and say, "Oh, that was a fantastic goal." When you see it in replay and you see them bat it out of midair practically, that's when you start to see that this was a really, really good goal. As it wasn't just one person doing it. It looks like it was both Kubalik and Janmark having great hand-eye coordination to put this one past Vasilevsky. This was just a great goal. This would be the score at the end of the first intermission. It's 2-0 Hawks. A few minutes into the period, Hawks have a power play, and it just expires as they cross into the Lightning zone again to try and push for another attack here. Sergachev steals it away from Suter, and he loses control of it. And Janmark steals the puck back right before Victor Hedman's able to get it. And he kind of circles it back around the other way. Pass right in front. Suter's right there. I don't know how it beats Vasilevsky, but it does. And the Hawks are up 3-0. Here in the second period, this is amazing. The Hawks lead 3-0. And this is where all optimism dies, because we then realize that this is the Tampa Bay Lightning this team is playing. Let's go ahead and talk about the collapse. And you know what the best part about this is? They don't even take a minute to get started. Plus, the Hawks took a penalty less than a minute after they score to make it 3-0. They take a penalty, and in the first 15 seconds of this power play, Hedman gets to Andre Palat, who then just buries this thing. This is just a laser pass Lankinen, and the Lightning get one back in less than 30 seconds or something. It's unbelievable how fast and how quick they were able to turn this thing around, get momentum in their favor, and they capitalized on that momentum, as we clearly saw through the rest of this game. You know what's even better than that? You know what's even better than that? And then you know what's even better than that? Less than 30 seconds later after that goal, Yanni Gourde's moving in, defended by Ian Mitchell. He gets a good shot. Lankinen makes a good save, but fortunately for Yanni Gourde, he gets one of the juiciest rebounds he's ever going to get. That thing was like, Yanni, please, hit me in the net. I want you to hit me in the net. My goodness, it was right back to him. And of course, he doesn't miss as a Tampa Bay Lightning. They don't miss open shots like that. And in less than a minute, after the Hawks take a 3-0 lead, less than a minute later, It's already 3-2. It's already 3-2 in less than a minute. Like, what am I supposed to say here? Am I supposed to try to be like, oh, shucks, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's the reigning Stanley Cup. No, I can't say that anymore. The Hawks have defied expectations all year, and they're starting to regress back to what we were all expecting from the beginning of the year. Because, my gosh, that was awful. That was awful. You cannot let up 2 goals in less than a minute, especially against a team like the Lightning, and expect to win. It just doesn't happen. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Just a couple minutes after that, literally a few minutes after that, Lightning on the power play yet again, by the way, and just somehow it just kind of, like halfway through, it kind of just finds Victor Hedman's stick, and he just kind of does his own thing. And tell me if you've seen this story before, but he slaps it on the net, and again, it's redirected in front. But guess who? Alex Killorn. Guess what? That's the 3rd time they've done it in every game this series. They have done it in every game this series. Hedman takes a shot from the point, and then Alex Killorn somehow magically gets a tip in, and now, all of a sudden, the Hawks had a 3-goal lead. And in less than 5 minutes, they blew it. They gave it up. In less than 5 minutes, they say, nah, it's gone. It's gone. It's just gone. They take the 3-0 lead, and they just take it, slap it. The Lightning take that 3-0 lead and just slap it right up their face and say, hey, we got 3 goals of our own now. Boop! They literally didn't even blink, and they were able to score 3 goals, man. That was an utter collapse in the entire team. No one should be proud of that sequence. No one's escaping that. That is everyone's fault. That was putrid. The Hawks, they had all their momentum, and they were just like, here, Tampa, you can take it. We feel bad for giving you a 3-0 lead. And then the Hawks, they don't let up a goal for about 8 minutes. They do okay. And, Lankinen makes a pretty good save on the penalty kill because the Hawks can't keep their butts out of the penalty box for some reason in the second period. They could not keep their stinky little butts out of the penalty box. And, Lankinen makes a pretty good save here. But then there's a scramble, and they get it back. And then Hedman has it, and he gives it to Yanni Gourde. And then Gourde just kind of has all this daylight, just walks up, just I'm going to take a shot now. That's past Lankinen, and the collapse is officially complete, everyone. The Hawks go from a 3-0 lead with about 16 minutes to go in the second. And by the end of the second period, they have lost the lead. They are now losing the game 4-3. Are you kidding me? What do you expect me to say? You want me to say anything positive about this team? You let up 4 goals in the span of about 10 minutes. Actually, a little bit more than 10 minutes. More like 15. You let up 4 goals in 15 minutes here. Why? Why did his collapse have to happen in this game? If you're going to have this bad of a defensive performance, at least have it against someone like Detroit who just actually sucks and can't score. Why have it be against Tampa? Because you know that this team is going to take this momentum. If they get any sort of momentum, anything that goes their way, they're going to take that momentum, ball it up into some tight little fist of energy or something, momentum energy, and just smash it in front of your face. And that's exactly what they did. They took that fistful of energy and punched and just delivered the knockout punch to Kevin Lankinen and the Hawks, because Lankinen made one good save in the second period after they scored their 3rd goal, and that was it. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. That's just, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to come up with another metaphor? I can't. That's just the best I can do. The fist metaphor perfectly epitomizes what this period was. It was the knockout punch. They had no chance after they scored the 3rd goal. When the Lightning took the lead, the Hawks had no chance. They had lost All momentum. All momentum. It was 100% Tampa in the momentum, 0% Hawks, and it's the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're gonna take that momentum and they're gonna slap you across the face with it. They're gonna deliver that knockout punch, and they don't care what it takes. So we head to intermission, 4-3 Lightning. I still can't get over that. I still can't get over the fact that I had to say that. Now it's pretty hard for me to be, a little optimistic, happy right now. But about halfway through the period, an actually really good save from Kevin Lankinen that is probably going to be really overlooked because of the collapse that this team performed throughout this game and in the second period, and they just couldn't score again. So this save is going to be completely overshadowed by all the negativity this game brought. But this was a fantastic save on Blake Coleman from Kevin Lankinen, and I just don't know how he's able to pull that out right there when he had played like garbage just like 20 minutes earlier. Lankinen recovers a bit, I guess, but I mean, really good save from him. I can't really dispute the greatness that save showed. That was a fantastic, coast to coast, post to post kind of save, and that was really the only highlight that we had after we scored the third goal. And now we reach under 6 minutes to go. Surprisingly, the Hawks haven't let up another goal yet. But it all comes to an end as Yanni Gourde just kind of takes his sweet little time going around the net and just finds a wide open Alex Killorn. He fires it past Kevin Lankinen, and it's 5-3 Lightning. What do you say, man? You've lost it all. It's gone now. The game is officially lost, and there's still 5 minutes to go. I just don't know where to go, man. I just that was what I'm at a loss of words. I gotta make a little bit of a correction here, actually. That was actually Alex Killorn's only goal of the game. He did not actually redirect the Victor Hedman shot that I mentioned earlier. He actually did not do so. So he only got one goal in this game. Victor Hedman actually was able to score a goal in this game. He didn't, pick up the assist. He just actually got the goal credit this time. This time, specifically those words, this time, because it happened 2 other times previously in the 2 past games. Anyways, Lightning are up 5-3 now with 5 unanswered goals. How do you recover from that? How do you recover from that? You can't. You cannot. You simply cannot recover from flooding up 5 unanswered goals and still being down 2 with under 5 minutes to go. Like that, you just cannot. The team's morale's dead. The other team is flying high. And then the Hawks decide to give their fans more pain by not only taking another penalty, but the Lightning scoring on that power play again on a shot from Yanni Gourde that gets knocked away by Lankinen. But Pat Maroon's right there as it just kind of sits there right in front of the net. Just like, you know what? Why am I even trying to go away? They're just going to hit me in anyways. I'll just sit here and wait until the Lightning player hits me in. Because that's what Pat Maroon just did. And now the Lightning have scored 6 unanswered and gone from losing 3-0 and losing by 3 to winning by 3. And that's how this awful game ends. We all get to go home with vomit in our mouths. The Lightning scored 4 power play goals in this game. 4! Are you kidding me? Your penalty kill was awful in this game, and that shows it right there. You let up 4 power play goals. Basically, every single chance they had on the power play, they were putting it in the net. Like, I don't know, man. They went 4 for 5 on the power play. You can't do that. You went 18 penalty minutes. That's literally unacceptable, especially against a fantastic Lightning team. Like, you spent almost a period in the box. with power play time for the Lightning, that was half a period with the man advantage. But in penalty and minutes in general, there was almost a minute, a whole period where a Hawk player was in the box. This was just bad. This was just bad. You talk about a collapse. This is it right here. This is textbook. That is a textbook collapse. And the problem is, they didn't even come close to winning the game. They didn't even keep it close. They got doubled up, and they had a 3-0 lead. And going from winning by 3 to losing by 3. And this next one is especially important. Patrick Kane's 1,000th NHL game. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Patrick Kane is going to be, playing in his 1,000th NHL game. That doesn't happen very often, and we want to make sure. And I sure hope that they can recover from this absolute collapse, because if they do that again against Dallas, they're going to get their butts kicked. And that's the last thing this team wants to do for Kane's 1,000th game. So we beg of you, from all the Hawks fans, we ask you, do not implode on yourselves. Keep yourselves together so you can celebrate a huge milestone for one of the franchise's greatest players and one of the best players in NHL history, and one of the best, if not the best, American-born player in NHL history. I'm going to say that. This man right here is about to hit 1,000 games. Don't disappoint us. Anyways, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching me go off. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more rage. Because I don't think this is going to be the last time I'm going to be going off on this camera. Without further ado, I'll see you guys next time for Patrick Kane's 1,000th game. See ya.